Welcome, Cancer Man, to your 777 reading. I'm pulling 3 cards at the moment, already getting started with your reading. This is to look at the energy or the foundation of your energy from the archetype deck. And then we're going to pull 4 cards from a tarot deck to look at the energy that's in and around you. And then another 2 cards from another tarot deck to look at the energy coming towards you. And then we're going to finish up with 3 cards from the shaman deck with some guidance in regards to your energy. So just keep in mind that this is a general reading. It doesn't take into consideration your personal circumstances. So you just take what resonates with you and you leave the rest behind. And if you haven't seen one of these readings before, I suggest you check out the intro video just so you understand how these readings work. Well, I've already got the 3 cards and we're going to start with the creator. So the creator, I guess, is an archetype that is quite simple to comprehend in the sense that it's all about creating. It's all about your creations. So something that you've been working on here in the process of making something come to fruition. And then we have the flame. So this is about the inner flame. This is about your passions, your desires, and your motivation. So being motivated to continue being a creator in your life, Cancer Moon. So, and then we also have the thread. So I feel like the thread is something that might help you. So when we talk about the thread, this is something that sort of can pull you back into another dimension or another part of life. So what I mean by that is perhaps, you know, when you have a smell and it can automatically transport you metaphorically or symbolically to a time in your life, you know, smelling something and it reminds you, you know, of your childhood or being in a certain situation or hearing a song. Perhaps something's going to thread you back to the inner flame, your motivation and your desires to help you keep creating. And this creation could be it could be art. It doesn't necessarily need to be art. It could be music. It could be creating your own business, you know, being an entrepreneur. Very interesting. Let's have a look at the energy that is in and around you. So I'm pulling 4 cards from this deck for you. One more. All right, let's have a look. So we got the Hermit. So the Hermit is the card about going inwards, basically, sort of stepping away from everything that's happening externally, coming to center. Perhaps this could be through meditation, or this could even be through the thread, something that is going to take you inwards to help you with your creative process. We have the Knight of Swords. So this is all about taking action, using your mind here to sort of comprehend, or using your will and your power and your mind here to sort of get put to work with regards to your creation. But also being mindful of, this is the 8 of Swords here, being mindful of any self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so if you think, oh, that's not going to happen, that's not going to come true, well then you're right. Do you know what I mean? Because you're going to start behaving in that way. So be very mindful of your thoughts. Take the energy of the Knight of Swords, of taking action, taking a more positive approach to your creation rather than your self-limiting beliefs, and breaking free of that. Because what you also have around you is the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who is self-sufficient. You see here we've got the cat sort of standing on a pedestal there. The cat is the animal who learns to love themselves before they love anyone else. You're probably aware of that. You probably have met and come across a cat in your life and probably wondered why they're not like a dog, and it was, you know, after your attention is because they're taking care of matters on their own before they give and receive that type of attention. And this is someone who is very self-sufficient in the material realm. All right, let's have a look at the energy that's coming towards you, Cancer Moon. Oh, interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Swords. So yeah, be very mindful of those self-limiting beliefs. So we've got one. Whoa. We've got a few other ones jump out there. All right. The 10 of Swords. It's a very intense picture there, if you can see. There is a lightning bolt sort of hitting through, and it's sort of splitting these people into two. The way that I like to look at the 10 of Swords is that it represents defeating the inner saboteur, is the best way to put it. You know, being overwhelmed with those thoughts. So we've gone from the 8, which is sort of self-limiting beliefs, and then this gets to the point where it's like, no, I have definitely, because the 10 becomes a 1. I'm completing this cycle. I'm not going to continue believing that. It's like defeating that inner saboteur that is overwhelming you. And this could be from, you know, lies and deceits from the external that have maybe affected you, that sort of accompanied those self-limiting beliefs. And so when you have those self-limiting beliefs, your mind starts to sort of justify that from the external, and there's this breaking away from that. So that's very good. And then we have the 4 of Cups. So be very mindful of apathy as well. So the 4 of Cups represents someone who, as you can see here, sitting down, they're kind of fed up with life. In the traditional tarot deck, the White 8 tarot deck, you have someone looking at 3 cups, and they're kind of fed up with the 3 cups that they see in front of them. So cups represents emotions, and, you know, they're not emotionally fulfilled with what they have in front of them. But the universe is coming in with this 4th cup, a cup that is bigger and better than the 3 cups that they're fed up with. So be patient. You know, you might feeling a little bit fed up with the progress and perhaps in what you're creating. But what I'm seeing here is that you're working towards self-sufficiency, perhaps maybe taking that time away from everything that's happening external to work towards what brings you that sort of fulfillment and that passion in life. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards with some guidance from the Shaman deck. Interesting. We've got 2 cards already. Okay. Cancer got 2 of these cards. Cancer Sun. But you've got an extra one, which is very nice and surprising to receive. So we've got groupthink. We have caterpillar. So mindful is groupthink. Caterpillar, which is the opportunity. And then we have a really nice card to have, which is fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. Whoa. So let's have a look at these cards, and I will go through the foundation of your energy, the energy that's in and around you, energy coming towards you, and I'll go through these cards a little bit more in detail for you. So, Cancer Moon, the creator. You are a creator, whether this is in what we deem creativity in terms of an artistic way, but it also could also be in a business sense. So don't limit yourself. Creating isn't just about in what we perceive to be art. It is also about building a business, about building your self-sufficiency, working towards something that is fulfilling to you. It lights your fire, it ignites your passion, it gives you motivation. All right, and watch out for any threads that will take you back to that. You know, you might hear a song, you might smell a scent, and it will remind you of that inner flame that you have. All right, so with the energy that's in and around you, perhaps taking a step back in regards to what's happening in society. So it's about the Hermit is about understanding your internal processes. All right, taking away those self-limiting beliefs, so you can start being the Knight of Swords. All right, taking action. There's a song from I think the band's called Cake. what's it called? Going the distance. He's going the distance. He's going the speed, on and on. So have a listen to that song. Maybe that will. It's quite an old song. I think it's in the 90s that song came out. It's about someone going for what they want in their life, and becoming self-sufficient. Very good energy that is in and around you. Just defeat that inner saboteur and just be careful of the apathy in your life, because what we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. This is talk about luck and right timing. So maybe you've been feeling like there hasn't been much luck or right timing in your life, and I understand that, but sometimes the wheel does turn in your favor, and that looks like that's coming towards you. Just be that cat, be that independent person. We've got two cats here, and the caterpillar represents you being independent and transforming yourself. You don't need the external to do that for you. It starts from within. And just be mindful, groupthink. So I was saying this to Cancer. There is a lot of things happening, and this really helps you having the hermit in taking that hermit approach. There's a lot of bad stuff that is happening external in the world, and we get reminded by that from, the news, from either Facebook, Instagram. Comparing yourself to others is an example. So take a step away from all of that, perhaps, just for a short period of time. I'm not saying, you might get enjoyment sometimes, and you might get entertainment from things like, TikTok or whatever that you're involved in. But sometimes it's good just to step away from that and focus on your creation. Focus on what is actually inspiring you, your inner flame. Overall, a very good reading there, Cancer Moon. I really wish you all the best. That is it. Much love. Take care.